Today you are going to learn how to go from an idea to an AI video using the new Higgsfield Cinema Studio. It has never been easier to make high quality AI content all within a single platform. Higgsfield offers the state-of-the-art image models such as Nana Banana Pro, the state-of-the-art video models such as Sora 2, Veo 3.1 and One 2.6, as well as they have the new feature, the Cinema Studio, in version 1.5. Let's see how we can take advantage of it. So this is a tab for professionals and also people that want simple settings that are generating the exact result they want. So here you can set up the camera, you can set up the lenses to use, how close the lens will be, meaning how much shadow and blur it's going to be behind, and what aperture ratio to use. This is pretty much what professional photographers and professional videographers use. By the way, if you want to check out Higgsfield, I will leave the link for it down below in the description so you can follow along. They also have brought recommended settings, which I find pretty amazing, and we can get started by selecting an image and describing the image and the scene we want to generate. So I'm going to create Darth Vader holding his lightsaber red fire. I will also prompt it to give it a background, which is going to be a dark, misty forest. Then I go ahead and click generate. We can increase the number of images generated. We can select the aspect ratio. In this case, I'm going to go with something that will be made for YouTube Shorts. So I'm going to set it to 916, and we can also set up the quality. 2K is balanced for most use cases, so we don't burn a lot of money. I will leave the default settings for the camera, which is going to be the recommended, and I click generate. One of the greatest things is that we can see our generation happening. We can see our images and our videos all within a simple tab. We can also like the ones we want, so we can go back to them very easily. Also, we can see the exact settings we used in a previous generation as well as the prompt. So if we want to redo stuff or use previous settings that we liked, we can do it super easily. Everything is super transparent here. This is pretty amazing as a feature. And look at this, guys. Look at this image of Darth Vader ready to fight. This is pretty amazing. Look at this one as well. Like, he's using the Force. The quality, the crispiness is super amazing. And this one looks super great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. We can click reference, so we can use this image as a reference. So I will go ahead and edit this image. So remove the special effects in front of Darth Vader. Give me a clear, crispy look. So let's generate this. We're going essentially to do image editing in this case, as we added Darth Vader as a reference. What I can see here is that we could use one of these as the end frame of the video. So we're going to begin with a crispy, clear shot of Darth Vader that gets attacked and feels this force, defends through it, and then we can visually go ahead and use all of this stuff to create an amazing story. This is super important because we ensure character consistency through this way. This is really game-changing for people that are creatives, that want to create advertisements, that want to create animations, cartoons, whatever you can think of that has to do with images and videos. This tool is perfect for this. And we can see here that the effects were cleared and we have a clear shot of Darth Vader in both cases. I just go ahead and generate 3 images. So if one of these doesn't work for us, we're able to, get another result that will probably be exactly what we want. So we did that exactly. And I'm going to go to the video setting now, and I'm going to select start frame. Great part is that we have the image generated before already. We can add them on the start frame really easily by going to image generations. I'm going to use this as a start frame, and I'm going to use this one as the end frame. And the idea here is that we can set the duration of the clip, and we can select again the aspect ratio by default is ready. We're going to generate 2 videos. We have audio on, so we have audio off, and we have also the timer off because these cannot be generated when you set the end frame. If I remove the end frame, we can also set this slow motion option on. We can also set the movements of the camera, so there are so many options. So let's try it out. We're going to give it a couple of tests to see what happens. So Darth Vader gets attacked by the Force. He sustains the shot with a smooth move of his hand holding the lightsaber. So let's generate this. Essentially, Darth Vader is going to get attacked. He will do a smooth animation with his hand to sustain the power. So let's generate this and let's see the result. Again, here we can visually see each of the the generations, which I really love because we can go back and work on previous stuff or reuse stuff. I'm going also to change some things. I'm going to put slow motion on, I'm going to put audio on, and I'm going to put a very nice drone, not drone shot probably, but a dolly in animation that zooms towards the Darth Vader. This is a nice camera move. So let's check also this out. It will have also audio on so we can hear the audio, and it's going to be slow motion. So let's do another generation without the end frame in this case. I'm super excited to see the results that Higgsfield give us. Okay, so we got the first results ready. I'm super excited to see what Higgsfield created. I'm going to switch to this kind of grid so it's more easy to visualize everything. Let's begin with the first clip. That's such a nice and smooth animation. I really like it. We also can see the effect and the sparks on the lightsaber as the attack goes on. Let's see the second one. Now, okay, this is super interesting. This is a completely different kind of shot where Darth Vader is get attacked by the trees around him. This is interesting. Let's see also this one. Boom. So he defends and we can see the special effect. This is quite interesting. And let's check another clip out. So he destroys everything and we see two lightsabers. I would say I'm not a real big fan of this, but I can already see especially these two responses being very nice. We're going to go back into the image and try to give it also another different prompt. So my idea is creating like something that is cartoonish, but also biblical. So now we're going to do something completely different from this. We're going to go into the heavens. We have a Jesus with an army of agents bowing to him. The setting is anime style cartoon. We're switching the aspect ratio to cinematic. We're going to generate two images in this case to see the result. That would be super interesting in general, to be honest with you, if it's able to do it. And then we're going to create two video clips with animations where, you know, we're going to see the angels actually bowing to him live in action. That would be awesome. Also, you can go from text to video without adding any kind of starter frame or end frames, so no images. So we could do this also with a movement that is tilt down would look like on this. I will remove the slow motion and I'm going to add a 10-second clip, two generations. So to prepare for the video clip, we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to use a tilt down animation, so the camera will go towards down. A 10-second clip, we're going to close the slow motion. I don't want it. And here we can see Jesus. Wow, this is pretty amazing. But this one especially, this one looks so good. I really like this. Great result. So let's go back to video. We have set up the settings. We go to generated images. So have these. And let's generate two videos with the angels bowing to Jesus. Let's see the result. That would be pretty awesome in my opinion. At least from what I have seen already, this might be also super great. I really think that this model is super good at specifically generating super realistic videos. Again, as you've seen, the most important thing is to do multiple generations, play around with the prompt just to, perfect it. Videos generated, let's test them out. So I'm going to put this in full screen because this is absolute cinema. I really love how the clouds move in the background. It's pretty awesome. So let me try something else. I think there is something even more interesting we could do here. So the issue with my prompt is that there is not a lot of movement in terms of what Jesus is doing during this shot. It's just a shot going down. So now we're going to add some movement. We're going to give it a prompt that says Jesus walks forwards towards the angel while opening his hands. Now this could be super amazing with a small dolly in transition at the same time. Let's see if the model can actually do it. I probably believe it's not going to be able to do so, but I really want to check the result. I really want to see if it's able to do that. If it can, this would be super amazing. Like, you could create some very super viral anime with this method. I've seen some kind of Bible shit going over, TikTok, and it was super viral. So let's check out the new results. Hopefully this will work. Please work. This would be so awesome. Oh my god, this is perfect! Jesus! No, for real, like Jesus is like when you're super excited in our language. This is so great! This is a very interesting piece of software by Higgsfield, and I'm quite sure that's only going to get better from here on out. And yeah, you should absolutely go ahead and try it out. Link down below.